Hey guys, it's Bethany and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be doing the Cozy Autumn book tag, and this tag was started by the Book Belle. I'll link her video down below. Autumn/fall is my favorite season. October is my favorite month, so I thought this would be the best time to do it. So let's jump in. And yes, when I'm filming this, it is still 93 degrees outside in October, so I'm a little upset. We're just gonna have to roll with it. We're gonna have to hang in and you're gonna have to see me sweating. Question number one is, what book reminds you of fall? And immediately my mind goes to like spooky horror type books, but I'm not very into horror. I get scared really easily. So what other books remind me of fall are classics, especially like Wuthering Heights and a lot of the Jane Austen books. Those feel very fall to me, and even Dracula, of course. It's like the original monster book, or Frankenstein. Those two go hand in hand. So like I said, we have Wuthering Heights, Dracula. These two are on my October to be read list. So I'll link that video down below if you haven't seen it yet. But these should be very good. They feel, this one's like almost a gothic, cozy tone. This is of course just straight monster, classic horror. So gonna be very good, and these automatically make me think of fall time. Question number two is, what is your favorite autumnal book cover? And the first one that came to mind was Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. This is also on my to be read list this October, but it's beautiful. The Barnes & Noble inside cover, I'll link a picture here. I wish I had gotten that edition because look at it. This one is still beautiful on the inside. It has some flowers. It's a nice maroon color, nice shiny gold lettering, and the, of course, dust jacket is beautiful. But I just wish I had gotten that edition because look at it. Question number three is, what is your favorite autumnal drink to read with? And usually in autumn, I'm going to be drinking a cider or hot chocolate or even tea. I'm not that big of a coffee drinker. I don't like the taste of coffee too much, but of course I'll be your basic white girl and I'll drink a pumpkin spice latte if I have to. And I really do like it. I say if I have to. I'll drink one pretty much every year. This year I actually tried for the first time the pumpkin cream cold brew, and that was really good. Those are the drinks I usually read with, but usually it's like cider or tea. Question number four is, do you prefer to read late at night or early in the morning? And I am 100% a late night reader. I can't even focus in the morning. I usually have too much on my brain, or I'm too busy waking up to even think about reading. So I like reading at night, and I'm quite the night owl, so I'll stay up pretty late. Question number five is, Halloween is coming. What is your favorite spooky read? And like I said, I'm kind of a chicken, so I don't like a whole bunch of horror or anything really spooky, but I do have one coming in my book of the month, which I'll put up here because it's not here yet, and it is Home Before Dark. And it's a horror book. I don't really know what I was thinking. Like I said, I don't read horror, and this one's actually supposed to be scary, but I saw it on book of the month and I thought, it's October, it's spooky time. We have to get something horror, so let's do it. So I don't really know what I was thinking, and pretty much the only horror book that I've successfully read is Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. And it was almost a little too scary for me. It was more like I got a little grossed out towards the second half, which almost made me stop reading it. But don't let me influence you not to read this because it was still excellently written. It was definitely a gothic book, as the name would suggest. It was nice horror. It had some twists in there I wasn't expecting. Yeah, there was one part near like the middle to 2/3 half that I actually like read it, and then I just had to sit there for a second and think like, what the heck just happened? So I still do recommend it for a good October horror read if you like those things. Question number six is, what is the ultimate comfort read for you? And I read a lot of YA/middle grade series like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, Eragon, the Ugly series. So a whole bunch of like almost fantasy YA middle grade books, as well as some dystopians. Those are pretty much my comfort reads, which sounds a little interesting if you include dystopians in there, but I do. It's very soothing to read a YA book because they're usually not trying to impress you with their language. They're just trying to create a good story and one that's palatable and easy to get through. So those are why I choose those types of series to read whenever I'm just wanting a comfort read, because they make me feel good and I can usually power through, and then I feel really good whenever I finished like 12 books that month because all I read were really large lettered YA books, but I'm not mad about it. Number 7 is what is your favorite autumnal reading snack? And I usually bake a whole lot more in the fall. I like anything from cakes, cupcakes, pies, rolls, scones, anything like that. I love baking all year round, and lockdown has really influenced the baking. We've done a lot of banana bread in this house along with everyone else in the country. But I really like baking a lot in the fall, so I'll usually have some sort of sweet treat that I've baked while I'm reading in the fall, and it's wonderful. I usually bake all the pies for our Thanksgiving, so I have to get practice in, you know? You can't just do it once a year and think you're gonna remember. You gotta practice the pie and eat it, you know? Just to make sure you really locked in those skills. Number 8 is what is your favorite autumnal candle to light while reading? And I don't usually do that. That's not really part of like my reading ritual. But the candles that I like in fall typically are like apple cider scents or pumpkin, or even like spicy scents. I don't really know how to explain spicy, but I do like apple and pumpkin for the fall. And then once we hit more like Christmas or winter time, that's when we really start getting into like the cinnamon and cloves and all that. But for fall, we go almost like a more like food forward scents. So those are the ones I usually like. Plus, if it's pretty color, like orange or red or something, that's probably gonna get picked. Ooh, or a black candle for spooky month. Black candle. Number 9 is when you're not reading, what is your favorite fall activity? And that's pretty much anything that's like stereotypical fall. I like driving around looking at the changing leaves, pumpkin patches, watching Halloween movies, and like I said, not scary ones. We're watching like Halloween Town or Hocus Pocus. Ooh, Casper. But I do love consuming some really good Halloween movies around this time. And I have a big long list that I'm probably not gonna get through. So we've got a lot of that coming, but all of the stereotypical fall things, I'm here for it. And lastly, number 10 is what is on your fall/autumn reading list. And like I said, I already have my October TBR or to be read list out, so I'll link that down below, but just some other ones that have popped on since I've made that video. Once again, for the book of the month, I have Magic Lessons, I think by Alice Hoffman. Right off the top of my head, if it's not, I'm really sorry, the author of this book. But it's by the same author who did Practical Magic. I've never read the book, though I've watched the movie. So those are on my list. This one is technically a prequel for all of the series, so I feel like I can read this one first, and then we're gonna get into the other ones at a later date, but I'm really excited for that one. And then also another book of the month book that I have coming is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab, and I've never read anything by them before, though I've heard excellent things about pretty much every book they've ever written. And this one is about Addie LaRue. She bargains to extend her life and basically be immortal, but the drawback is that no one can remember her after they have met her until one day someone can. So that sounds amazing. I can't wait. It's been highly talked about and it feels very fall as well. And basically anything with a black cover with like gold writing on it, automatically fall. So that is going to be it for this autumn book tag. Once again, I'll link down to the original creator down below. If you liked the video, please give it a like so more people can find us, and subscribe for future book content. Check out the blog down below that I have, which is over books and Disney content, if you like those. And I have a gaming channel if you like Sims, Planet Zoo, or other games like that. Lastly, I have my Instagram where I have current book reviews and book photography, so check that out if you like this video. I know you'll like that. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!